Click on pasting. Hello, and a very warm welcome to this comprehensive Orça5D plugin training session. Let us dive right in and get straight to the point. So, what exactly is 5D BIM? If 3D is geometry and 4D is time, then 5D represents the financial intelligence applied to the model. In other words, it is the complete total cost. When we associate specific costs with the BIM model, that is known as the fifth dimension, right? That is exactly what we refer to as 5D BIM. So in essence, what we are doing is transforming every single beam, column, slab, and every other individual element within our project into precise monetary values. Traditionally, we spend hours manually entering data and measuring every project detail by hand, whether using AutoCAD or a PDF. It's just how it's done. We must measure every part by hand and input data into spreadsheets or software. Ultimately, it's all manual work. Mas isso feito de forma manual. You might naturally assume that the biggest problem is simply the time involved, right? Just think about how long it would take to do it all manually, measuring every single detail and typing it in by hand. But if you look a little closer, you will see that the real problem is the errors. It is a broken formula, a specific value that you have typed in incorrectly. So the problem this is going to cause is huge, a catastrophic financial error from typing one extra zero, and the amount of loss that causes is truly massive. In 5D BIM with Orça5D, this logic changes completely because Revit already knows the area of a wall, for example. If you add a window to that wall, Revit understands that the wall's area will decrease. And of course, with the plugin, you can also choose to ignore this. And it is entirely possible. But this logic is completely different from doing a manual process where there's that risk of breaking a formula, forgetting a number, adding extra data, or even omitting a lot of data, right? And the financial loss that can cause is huge. With Orça5D, we just connect this project data to a composition in the cloud. If the project scope undergoes any changes, all relevant data is automatically collected and the budget is updated in real time. That is truly the incredible magic behind the Orça5D platform. With Orça5D, nothing slips through the cracks. We maintain total control over every change and every detail is fully traceable. We know exactly who modified something, who established a link, and precisely how that link impacts the overall project budget. So if there's an error in a file separate from the project that you're unaware of, you can identify that there's this large volume of material being quantified, and you can pinpoint exactly where it is, where exactly this quantity is coming from. So it's fully traceable and auditable, let's say. So, this is exactly the workflow we are going to master in this training, creating the links, and in the next lesson we will take, of course, the first step, installing the Orça5D plugin. So I'll see you there.